China is a big agricultural country. As early as 7,000 years ago, the ancient Chinese started to reclaim land for planting rice along the Yangtze River and millet along the Yellow River. China owns a great and long history of crop production with experiences of the tribulation of the primitive agricultural pattern of slash-and-burn farming, the harmony of the primal division of man farming and women weaving, and the famine times under turmoil and chaos of war. Back to 2,000 years ago, in the spring and autumn period and the Warring States period, the Chinese people called their country as Zheji, a spiritual totem which co-formed by the god of land and the god of cereals that was worshipped by Chinese dynasties ever since. Bai Hu Tong, a famous Confucianism masterpiece in the Han Dynasty, describes the crops with the words, "There is nothing to stand on without soil, nothing to eat without crops." So Zheji spirits, in terms of land and crop, should be worshipped as God. Since then, crop production was highly revered, from ancient China until today. Archaeological evidence shows that the most crops in the world are closely related with China. As one of the origins for rice, wheat, soybean, and millet, China has plentiful crop germplasm resources, including thousands of wild relatives of crops that have been discovered and conserved in China. Currently, more than 400,000 accessions of germplasm are collected in the National Crops Germplasm Resources Bank, hosted at the Institute of Crop Science of Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences, making it one of the biggest gene banks in the world. As early as 1,000 years ago, during the Tang Dynasty, China has established the sustainable cropping patterns, such as multiple cropping, inter-relay cropping, and crop rotation. And Chinese traditional cropping system was gradually established with the essence of intensive and meticulous farming. Academician Mr. Yuan Longping, the father of hybrid rice, developed hybrid rice that significantly contributes to China and the world's rice production. Meanwhile, academician Li Zhensheng successfully implemented the distant hybridization of wheat in China. Nowadays, traditional Chinese crop production is modernized, and the farmer and rural society are making toward the new century. A prosperous China is opening to the world, from the countryside to the cities. An opening China is ready for the world stage, and the world is embracing China. Today, supported by the government, Chinese crop science is developing successfully and rapidly with modernized infrastructure and research facilities. There are over 1,000 research institutes and universities with a team of more than 300,000 scientists involved in crop science. Great progress has been made in crop science research. The rice genome is sequenced, and many agronomically important genes are cloned. In biotechnology, molecular marker-assisted selection for breeding, new gene identification, and transgenic technology have advanced with big strides. GMBT pest resistance rice and cotton have been developed. Great progress has also been made in molecular breeding. The cropping technology is developing towards high yield, good quality, high efficiency, environmental friendly, and safety, so as to counter the challenges from increasingly environmental degradation and climate changes. Relying on scientific innovation and technology development, China has successfully supported 22% of the world's population with only 7% of the world farmland. Chinese crop science research will continue to contribute to the future food security in China and the world. As a city of a long history and recent modernization, Beijing sincerely hopes to have this honor and opportunity to host ICSC in 2016. Beijing, a great cultural metropolitan with 3,200 years of history, and the city of 1990 Asian Games, 2002 International Rice Congress, 2008 Olympic Games, and 2009 World Soybean Research Conference is also the location of many top institutes, professionals, and the cutting-edge facilities of Crop Research Center in China. The profound Chinese culture boasts many kinds of tasty food and numerous beautiful scenic spots and tourism sites that are waiting for you to explore. More importantly, application to host this Congress has also received full support from the local government. Only with Zheji, crop and soil, and the crop science will there be food security and sustainable development for China and the world.